All right, welcome to Your Time, Your Money, the show where your time is just as valuable as your money, and we know that. We have a great session today. Today is going to be focused for financial advisors on their own succession plan. How does a financial advisor retire and transition their clients to a new advisor and make sure that the clients are taken care of? And I want to go over 4 main points to that. Point number 1, determine the value of your book. It's nice to say my book is worth XYZ dollars, but until you have a professional valuation service or program do up an analysis of your book, you are just pretending to know the value of your book. And we don't pretend in the financial world. We want to know what your book is valued at. Each valuation service may be a little bit different, plus or minus, depending on how they determine the value of your book. But please invest in a valuation service, either a private valuation firm or a company like Trulytics or one of the other many ones that are out there that you can subscribe to that determine the valuation of your book. And there's a lot of factors that go into that, being age of clients, duration of clients, number of referrals that you have, your growth rate, attrition rate, everything across the board. So number one, determine the value of your book. All right, point number 2, find the right buyer. And when you're asking yourself, is this the right buyer, you want to ask a couple simple questions. 1, can they pay you? Do they have the financial wherewithal to be able to make the commitment of the payment to you for your succession plan? And also in that context, can they service? Do they have the team, the staff, the technology, the capability to service an influx of perhaps a couple hundred or a couple thousand clients at once? That's not an easy thing to do, and chances are if it's just an independent agent with no assistant, that's going to be very hard for them to prove that they can service the plan for you. And then also in the context of, are they the right buyer? You want to ask yourself, can they support you? Can they support you that last year or two in maybe enhancing the value of your book, making sure that the clients are taken care of? And in that same context, can they help you repaper? Don't go into any succession plan thinking that you're never going to have to do repapering and that it will be a piece of cake, because it will not be. There will be work involved. So make sure that that organization has enough staff, tools, and ability to support you in the repapering process. It doesn't have to be a nightmare, but it will be a little bit of work going into your last year of retirement to make sure that the clients transition smoothly. Number 3, can they customize your payout? You want to go with a firm that will work with you on customizing that payout. Perhaps you want a lump sum. Perhaps you want half now and half later. Perhaps you want it paid out over 3 years or 5 years. And you would want to do that for tax purposes. Go with a firm that is willing to work with you to help customize that succession planning payment. There's nothing worse than getting a lump sum that's maybe classified all as income and losing 40-50% of it to Uncle Sam, just like your clients do on distributions from an IRA or something along that line. So really think out that strategy and go with a firm that will customize that payment around your customized retirement approach. Number 4, are they reputable? Is this a firm that you're going with that you like and have confidence in? And not only that, but in your interview process, do you think that your clients will like and have confidence in as well? It doesn't necessarily mean it has to be a firm that you've heard of or an organization with a big name. You have to be comfortable with that person sitting down with your clients and making sure that that game plan continues. So, really do your due diligence and make sure that it's a reputable firm. You can always check to see what disclosures they have in our industry. And 2, also make sure that you are comfortable with them, because chances are the last year or 2 of your career, you will be on joint appointments with those advisors or that individual, and you will be meeting with your client and saying, this is the person that I have chosen to make sure that I don't drop you on your head and your game plan continues. So make sure they're a reputable organization. So those are the 4 points that a succession planning representative, a representative in the financial industry that is getting ready to retire, should take to heart when they start looking for that succession opportunity. If you'd like to find out how Iron Tree Financial may play a role in your succession plan, you can reach out to Iron Tree Financial at Iron Tree Financial at ceterais.com. You can reach us at 844-444-YTYM. We have a great piece that we can mail out to you or send you, and this is Our Strength is Helping Advisors Retire. It's a great individual brochure that talks about the things that I went over, as well as some other things that you're going to want to consider within that succession plan that you're looking to develop for you and your family as you retire. As always, it's your time and your money. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Your Time, Your Money. We really appreciate it. If you enjoyed today's episode, please feel free to share this with friends, family, coworkers, anyone else that you think might be interested. If you do have questions or topics, you can always email them to irontreefinancial@ceterais.com. Please follow us on LinkedIn, Facebook, Spotify, Google Play, and many other sources that were available. And you can reach us at 844-444-YTYM. And as always, it's your time and your money. Cetera Investors is the marketing name of Cetera Investment Services. Securities and insurance products are offered through Cetera Investment Services, LLC, member FINRA, SIPC. Advisory services are offered through Cetera Investment Advisors, LLC. Cetera is under separate ownership from any other named entity.